I'm Barbara Patterson, Government Relations Director at National Farmers Union. We've put together this video to help you understand what you might experience during the fly-in. Thank you so much for joining us on the fly-in. It's really important that Congress hears your voices. We hope you find this video helpful, and we hope you have a great and enjoyable fly-in experience. Effective advocacy starts well before your meeting. You'll want to make sure you dress appropriately. You'll be walking a lot, so make sure you wear comfortable shoes. Security lines can sometimes be long, so make sure you leave yourself a cushion of time to get there a little bit early. You'll want to be prepared for the meeting, so take a look at the congressman or woman's website, understand their priorities and their district. NASS puts together census data on each of the districts, so you might want to familiarize yourself with what agriculture looks like in their district. And you'll want to coordinate with your team, assign roles, make sure you know who's going to talk about what in your meeting, and that you cover all the topics.
Hi there, welcome to the Congressman's office. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm Matt Perdue. I'm with National Farmers Union. We have a meeting with Zach Clark.
Great, I'll let him know that you're here.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Zach.
Hi, I'm Matt Perdue. I'm with National Farmers Union.
Come on in.
Great, thank you. Well, thanks a lot for taking time to meet with me.
Thanks for coming in.
There's my card. Thank you very much. So, as I said, I'm with National Farmers Union. I'm here for our annual fall fly-in. So every year we bring over 200,000 family farmer and rancher members from across the country into town to talk to Congress about our priorities. Here's a packet that kind of outlines our priorities for you. As you can see, the top issues are the farm safety net, healthcare, and renewable energy. But I'd really like to start by talking about the healthcare piece, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
So my family personally, we have a lot of experience with this. My father has heart disease, and so as somebody with a pre-existing condition, he really wasn't able to afford health insurance prior to the ACA. But with the protections that legislation put in for folks with pre-existing conditions, he's finally able to access health insurance and has had health insurance coverage for the last 4 years. We also have neighbors down the road who benefited from the Medicaid expansion prior to the expansion of Medicaid in our state. They weren't able to access health insurance either. So this is a really, really big issue for farmers and ranchers. It's also a big issue for our communities, for our rural communities, because there's a serious problem with rural hospitals. There's been a huge closure crisis across the country, and so we have a couple rural hospitals in our area that are in danger of closing. And any cuts to Medicaid, any significant changes to the legislation could possibly put those into jeopardy. And this is really kind of the norm across the country. So I'm sure you have specific instances in your district where this affects folks as well.
Do you have anecdotes of rural hospitals closing?
Yeah,
in our
well,
district?
Sure. So with rural hospitals, I know there's a couple in your district that have been reported to be in danger of closing. And also, like with the pre-existing condition piece I talked about with my dad, he's actually kind of in the norm there. About 2/3 of farmers and ranchers have pre-existing conditions. So that's not unique. It's also important to remember that with the Medicaid expansion, the rural hospitals really are relying on those public payments, and without that, those hospitals can really be in jeopardy. So it's important that we keep that piece as well.
I didn't know that. Interesting.
Yeah. So do you think that we can count on the congressman to support any legislation that would improve the affordability, accessibility, and quality of health care?
I haven't had a moment to talk with the congressman about this issue, but I'll take your guys' ask and bring it to the congressman and get back to you on it.
Absolutely, that'd be great. And just, is it okay if we just follow up with the email on the card?
Yep, absolutely.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
After your meeting, you'll want to fill out the gold sheet for the NFU staff. Take note of any issues that you discussed, whether or not you were able to secure a commitment. If the staffer doesn't commit, make sure you note that too. If they ask for follow-up information, Feel free to follow up on your own and CC the National Farmers Union Government Relations team. Lastly, you'll want to send a thank you note. We'll have those available at the National Farmers Union office for you to send as a thank you for their time. Thanks for watching the video. We hope you found it useful. And thanks again for joining us during Fly-In. We hope you have a great one.